What's up, everybody? It's time again for my action movie review show. Today I'm going to talk about arguably not just a John Woo classic, but an action movie classic. It's called Hard Boiled, starring, of course, Chow Yun-fat. Now, for anybody who's ever heard of this film, you need to go see it. I mean, it's one of the finest action films ever made. And ironically enough, it's John Woo's biggest blockbuster out of Hong Kong, and ironically it'll be his last Hong Kong action picture before he left for Hollywood to do things with actors such as John Travolta, Nicolas Cage, Christian Slater, and Jean-Claude Van Damme. And pretty much this is the premise. Hard Boiled is about Sergeant Tequila Yin, who is a police sergeant in Hong Kong. During in the opening sequence, there's a big action set piece, and his partner ends up getting killed. Now, it's all tied up to this case that the department is running, and they have a undercover agent infiltrating this triad who's smuggling guns. The undercover cop is played by Tony Leung, who most people recently probably know him for playing in Infernal Affairs in 2046. Well, pretty much, Chow Yun-fat has several run-ins with him, and they decide to team up eventually and take down the triad. And Chow Yun-fat's character is determined to avenge the death of his partner and to stop the triad from smuggling guns. Quite arguably, this is a very interesting action movie of its type. For up until this time, most of John Woo's films, he used triad gangsters as the heroes in his films, and they were fighting each other. In this one, this was during a time in Hong Kong where triads were smuggling guns, apparently. I'm getting this all from the documentary on DVD. And John Woo wanted to make a movie for the cops, and this was the one. The action, you mentioned John Woo, and you look up action, and you might as well call action movies John Woo. This is John Woo at his finest. And this shows Chow Yun-fat in all of his two-gun blazing glory. Seriously, I was totally satisfied with this film. And dare I say it, I like it even more than I like The Killer or Better Tomorrow. This is truly the heroic bloodshed movie to set the standard, and this is the one to really pretty much measure every other action movie by that's based on gunplay. Fans will not be disappointed. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about is Dragon Dynasty. They're the company that's owned and operated by Quentin Tarantino, and there's a lot of people involved in it. They've gone to great lengths to bring these Asian action movie classics to DVD. 3 of which I own, which includes The Protector, Killzone, and Police Story, and I rented Hard Boiled. Now, Hard Boiled is a great action movie. You have loads of fun with it, and I highly recommend for people to watch it and buy it. If you're a diehard action movie fan, you probably already have this one. If you're somebody who's even vaguely curious about the genre, or who even wants to get started in the movies, I think this is one of the titles to start with. Well, thanks for listening to me. See y'all later.